I'm Anmarie, and I'm about to become a service dog handler. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video, and make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and remember to hit that subscribe button because we need more fams. So, today's topic is misconceptions. So, today's topic is misconceptions of a non-physical disability or a medical alert disability, which I have. So, yes. So, first of all, I may explain what a medical alert disability is, because you are probably like, what in the world is a medical alert disability, Anmarie? And so, I am here to tell you. A medical alert disability is something that affects you psychiatrically and physically. So it affects your body and it affects your brain. Okay. And here's my quick disclaimer. I am not going to expose my disabilities. I'm not going to tell you them because I just don't feel comfortable yet. And I would like to keep things private. So, in my sense, I would like you to respect me, and yes, thank you very much. So, number one, misconceptions of mostly non-physical disabilities are: everyone thinks you are blind or paralyzed. If you say you have it, if I walked up to a random person and said, oh yeah, I'm disabled and stuff, I literally have gotten people who are like, oh, you're blind. No, I'm not. Or they'll be like, wait, why are you walking? I thought you were paralyzed. And I'll be like, no. They're like, oh, so you're blind. No, I'm not blind. Well, then what are you? 'Cause, like, you can only be blind and paralyzed to have a disability. No. There are very many different types of disabilities. So you have, obviously, your mental, your physical, and your medical alert, which is mental and physical. Okay, so if you had a psychiatric service dog, it would help you with your mental disabilities. If you have a physical service dog, it can help you with your physical disabilities, which can be blindness or paralyzing. But do I look blind? I may have glasses, but I'm not blind. I can see, I promise. And do I look like I'm paralyzed? Because I am moving, and just because I'm sitting in a chair, I can get up and walk around. See, I can walk around. I promise you. I am not paralyzed. Another misconception of psychiatric or medical alert disabilities are and may contain service dog access issues. And a lot of service dog, I'm sure every single service dog handler can relate to me, because we have issues getting in places, especially when we don't look disabled. Okay? We can literally I can look like this. I look fine. Probably not. I probably look terrible. But I still look fine. I look like I can do stuff. I look like I can see. I look like I can move around. I promise you, I'm not blind and I'm not paralyzed. Okay? So, we do have a lot of issues getting in places because people look at us and they're like, you are not disabled. You're not blind. I know you can see because you didn't hit that pole outside. You ducked when you came in the door. I know you're not disabled. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I have a medical alert disability, so I am psychiatric disability, but I am also physical disability. And they're like, well, how are you physical disability? And I'm like, I don't have to tell you that. I don't have to tell you that. Okay. So another misconception of medical alert or psychiatric, whichever one, anything that it's a disability that is not physical or is not all physical if it has psychiatric with it, which is medical alert, which is what I have. So yeah. But another misconception is that we are fine. And that is simply not the case, although we can act fine. And sometimes we are fine. But if we have an episode, you need to know that we are not fine. If we have a episode that I'm trying not to explain my disabilities, because I'd like to keep those private for this moment in time, but if we have an episode or a attack or something, we are not faking it. I promise you. It is very, very real, and we know it's real, whether other people tell us it's real or not. You know, everybody's going to have problems with that, but just know that if you have someone that says they're disabled or that you know is disabled, they're not fine. Even if they aren't physically disabled, they're not fine. They can be fine, and that's perfectly okay. But there are times that they're not going to be fine, and you have to understand that. So, another misconception, or really just a problem or issue that we have, is people not believing us. And this goes along with what I said before, just a minute ago, is every person with disability, whether it is physical, whether it is mental or psychiatric, whether it is medical alert, which is both, you know, you're gonna have people that are like, that's not real. You're not disabled. You don't have that. Like, I know you don't, because you're fine, you know, like stuff like that. Every person's gonna deal with those, and you know what? Don't let it get you down, okay? What I tell people is I explained one of the reasons that I'm getting a service dog on, I explained it, and I had not just one, a few people, not only them at that time, but I had this person who was like, hey, you're not disabled. And I was like, okay. And I explained to them the part of my disability, one of my disabilities that I felt comfortable enough to share with people. And I said, you know, this is what I have. I've been diagnosed with it. I know I have it. I said, it really doesn't matter to me whether you believe me or not. So, you know, I respect your opinion. Be nice. If somebody's not going to believe you, be nice to them. Because being rude and being mean does not help anything. I promise you. It will only make things worse. So try and be as nice as possible, unless they start getting extremely rude, and then you may have to push a little bit harder. But for the most part, we are all going to have issues with people not believing us, and that's just life, and we are strong and we can get over it, because we already have to deal with a whole bunch of stuff already. So people are just this big. They're minor. No. Don't let them get you down. You know what helps you get better, and that's all you need to worry about. The last thing on my list for misconceptions of mostly non-physical disabilities or completely non-physical disabilities is people think you are overdramatic. Do I look overdramatic? Yes, I do. Okay. But when I'm having an episode or attack, I am not being overdramatic at all. None of us are. We're not trying to. And if they are, they're probably saying, hey, I need help. Help me. because a lot of people sometimes need to explain things like that. I personally don't. I tell it straightforward. When I want someone to know something, I'm like, hey, if I feel comfortable sharing it with them. You know, one of my disabilities makes it harder for me to share things with people, but I try and push through it. And I'm not being overdramatic, and I try not to exaggerate things according to my disability. Now, I may exaggerate other things in life, but anything pain-wise or disability-wise, I try never to do that, because no one should ever make them seem worse than they already are. So that's my belief. That's my opinion. Again, I'm sharing my opinion with you. If you disagree, feel free to disagree. I don't really care, because we live in America, or I do, and yeah. So, yeah. So comment down below if you have anyone or any of these misconceptions in your life, whether you have a service dog or just a disability. Comment down below, because I would love to know if you guys struggle with some of the same misconceptions that I do. So yeah. And I hope you liked this video. I'm getting more comfortable in front of the camera. So, thank you very much. Okay. Yes. So, I hope you like this video. Make sure to like the video. Hit that thumbs up right there. And that beautiful thumb. And hit the subscribe button, because you all want to become part of my family, right? My YouTube family. We don't really have a name yet, because we're not that big. So, but still, I hope you like it, and I will see you for the next video. So, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, please. And comment down below anything, videos, ideas, or if you struggle with some of these misconceptions that I do, or anything, because I try to reply to every single comment. So do that. Love you guys. Have a great day.